Everybody, how you doing? You guys already saw it in the thumbnail. Today we're going to be taking some shots with pistol calibers at the old Ford Ranger. See if the Ford Tough Ranger can stop pistol caliber bullets. I'm going to set up the cameras. Let's go do some shooting at the Ford Ranger. See if it can stop some bullets. This is going to be a lot of fun. We got the target set up. I'm just hoping it doesn't come out of gear and roll back down that hill into the creek. The park brake doesn't work, but let's get set up, get to shooting. I'm excited about this one. You can see here, laid out on the table, we have a whole slew of pistols. We're gonna be shooting a 22, a 380, a 9mm, a 38, and a 357, a 40 caliber, and a 45 down here at the end. Let's take a closer look at the guns and the bullets we're using. Then we're gonna run and get to the shooting. For the 22, we're gonna be shooting an M&P 22 compact. And the bullets we are gonna be firing is your standard Remington Thunderbolts. For the 380, we're gonna be shooting a Taurus Spectrum. And the ammo that we're gonna be using in it is Winchester 95 grain full metal jacket. For the 9mm, we have a High Point Model C9. And we're going to be shooting 124 grain Remington Green Box. For the 38 and the 357 Magnum, we're going to be shooting a Taurus Model 66. That's a sweet revolver. For the 38s, we're going to be shooting 130 grain Winchester White Box. For the 357, we're going to be shooting some Fiocchi 142 grain. For the 40 caliber, we're going to be shooting a SIG P239. And in the 40, we're going to be shooting some 180 grain Winchesters. And finally, for the 45, we're going to be shooting a High Point Model JHP. And we're going to be shooting 230 grain from the Remington Range Bucket. Now that you've seen a look at the pistols and all the bullets, we're going to go down to this end of the table, start with our M&P 22 and work our way down. Let's go take a look at the truck. I don't think I mentioned it yet, but this is my daily driver, so I'm going to try to shoot it in a spot that will still allow me to, one, drive down the street and be legal driving down the street. So hopefully I don't put any tail lights out or anything like that. But here's what we're going to do. This back section right here, we're going to shoot even with this, see if it goes through this side, through the inside of the metal, and then this bed liner. See if it goes out this side, and see if any of the bullets pass through and out the other side. I'm thinking that the only bullet that's gonna go through both sides of my truck bed and show an exit hole on the back end is going to be the 357 Magnum. That's my guess. 357 is the only one that goes through the truck and back into the woods. Put down in the comments down below what you guys think is going to happen. I don't know. Maybe you've done this before. Maybe they'll all go through. But give me your guess. Let's get to shooting. I'm going to go grab the 22. Let's get started. All right, we're all set up now. Got the cameras rolling. What my aim is going to be for is the pinstripe that runs just all the way along the side of the bed. I'm going to aim just below the pinstripe. My aim will probably absolutely be off, but that's what I'm aiming for, just below the pinstripe. First shot here with the 22, with those Remington Thunderbolts. Let's see what happens. Well, we definitely just put a hole in the side of my truck with that 22. Let's go see how far it went. All right, so walking up to the target, it's actually kind of hilarious. It looks like just what you'd see out of the movies. There's that 22, went through there, but now did it come through the other side? The 22 did not come through the other side. 22 caliber, put a hole in this side of the metal, but did not go through into the bed. Let's go load up the 380, see what happens. Good news is the 22 went through. I would assume we're not going to get any ricochets back off this truck. Now we're shooting the 95 grain Winchester 380s out of the Taurus Spectrum. Let's see what happens with the 380. Walking up, we didn't miss the truck with the 380. You can see there's a little bit bigger hole, obviously, than the 22 there. Went through the first line, but did it come out the back? If you look right there, the 380 made a dimple, but the bullet did not come out. So we're getting a little bit further here. .22 went through the first side, 380 went through and made a dimple on the other side of my bed liner. Let's go take it to the 9mm. Now for the 9mm, we have the 124 grain Remington green box. See what happens with these babies. Ooh, with the 9mm, we hit a little bit higher on the pinstripe there. Did it come out? And yes, the 9mm did come out through here. Let's go check the other side of the bed. Ha ha! That was already there. That's not from a bullet. But if you look here, we now have a hole here. That was not there before. And we also have this dagger looking piece of metal sticking in. So the 9mm hit here and a piece of chunk there. We're gonna leave that in there. But the question is, did either of those pieces make a hole on the back side? No, we did not. 22 and 380 didn't make it into the bed, but the 9mm got stuck in the other side, but didn't go all the way through. Let's step it up again to the 38. Now we have the 130 grain Winchester white box 38. It's a little bit bigger bullet than that last 9mm shot. Let's see what happens. Shot that one pretty close to the 9mm hole. Let's see what we did. So, walking up to it with the 38, we've got quite a bit bigger hole than all the other shots so far. But, did it pass through? We've got a new hole here. Yes, the bullet did come through this side of the truck bed. And then looking over here, we have a new hole right there. So it went to the bed liner. Now the question is going to be, did it come out the other side with the 38? And no, it did not. I still have a nice, clean, and pretty side to my Ranger over here on the right side. Now here's the big question. Is the 357 gonna pass through the other side? I think it is. I think it is. It's gonna happen. Let's punch a hole through both sides of the truck. Now we've got the Fiocchi 142 grain 357 Magnum. See what happens with this one. That one was definitely louder with the 357 Magnum, but did it pass through? Walking up to the truck, there's the 357 Magnum hole. Did it come out this side? You can see a big difference on this one. The 357 Magnum made a clean hole through the bed liner, whereas all the others were just kind of making little dimples through it. So let's look at the other side. We have a new hole on this side, right there with the 357 Magnum, but did it come through the other side? Let's take a look. No, it did not. So none of the pistol calibers yet have been able to come through both sides of the truck bed. If any of them was going to make it all the way through into the woods, I thought it was going to be the 357 Magnum, but we still have hope with the 40 and the 45. Maybe we'll make it through with those two. All right, now we've got the SIG P239 with 180 grain bullets. Let's see if these suckers can punch all the way through. It's a bigger bullet. It might do it. Walking up to the truck, interesting thing about the 40 is it didn't jack up the paint near as much. That's definitely a big old hole there. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it came through this side. And yep, it sure did. Similar to the 357 Magnum, it made a cleaner hole coming out there. There's the 40 hole. Coming over to this side, this is the first clean hole we've had on this side. So I think we have a much better chance of the bullet going through to the outside, but let's see if it made it. Oh, The bullet did not make it through, but it made a huge dent coming outwards and pushed the paint off the body. So the 40 caliber almost made it out the other side. Question is now, if the 40 made it almost, is that 230 grain 45 gonna have enough power to plow all the way through the other side? I'm thinking it's not, but let's go shoot it and see what happens. All right, now, the biggest pistol caliber bullet that we brought out here, 45 ACP, 230 grain. Let's shoot this old Ranger. See if we can make it all the way through. I think I saw a bullet hit a tree behind the truck. Let's go see. Walking up to the truck here. There is the 45 hole. There is the 45 hole on this side. It's pretty clean, just like the 40 and the 357. There's where it hit on the other side of the truck. I think we might have some hope here, guys. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. 45 ACP went all the way through both sides of this Ford Ranger. Get a close look at that there. 45 ACP, and there was a 40 caliber. There's absolutely no denying this test here. We shot a 22, we shot a 380, a 9mm, a 38, a 357 Magnum, and even a 40. Not a single one of those could travel through both sides of this Ford Ranger. Only the 45 ACP was able to plow all the way through this Ford Ranger pickup. There's all the arguments of bullet weight, how fast the bullet's going, the pressures involved, but none of that was a match for the heavy hitter, the 230 grain 45 ACP that we shot here today. This is definitely a video that you're going to want to share with your friends. What bullet will go through a car? I'm here to tell you, we proved it today. The 45 ACP will absolutely go through a car and out of a car. The sheet metal of a car is not going to stop a 45. If you absolutely have to, I'd say get behind the rims or something, because that's obviously a lot thicker metal. You know what the funny thing is about this video is my wife told me she thought I was kidding when I said I was going outside to shoot the Ranger. And I thought she knew I was being serious, but that sucker's got holes in it now. Thanks for watching this video today, guys. If you know anybody that has a Ranger I could get some replacement panels for, hit me up, let me know. A big thanks and a shout out to Heavy Metal Guns and Outdoors. It's a great group of folks over there. We appreciate everything you do for us. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. Don't forget to share this video with all your friends. Absolutely had a good time shooting this video. Now everyone's gonna ask me, how in the world did I get bullet holes in my truck? But that's all right. Don't forget to subscribe to the WHOTEEWHO channel if you haven't already. Comment down below ideas for future videos. Stay tuned for the next one. WHOTEEWHO!